Well, first of all, welcome to New Zealand.
Thanks, man.
How's it being in such a small country? I suppose it's quite different too.
It doesn't feel that small though. It doesn't feel that small.
No.
I mean, I know Japan's quite big, but it feels quite claustrophobic there. Here it feels quite open.
Yeah.
I know the air's fresh, like there's a lot of scenery around, so it feels quite big and open. But I'm loving it. I love New Zealand. I've only been here 3 days, so.
Excellent. Yeah. And you were doing some stuff at the Music Awards last night. Tell us about that.
I
How was that?
presented a couple of awards. It's the first red carpet I've ever done, actually. I've never
Walking
done.
up the red carpet?
Yeah.
How was that? Did you get kind of like...
I was kind of just going along with it, really. I didn't really, I always feel a little bit out of place at them sort of things, But yeah, it was good. Everyone was friendly, and there was a good buzz before the show, and I got to present some awards. Like I never thought I'd get to present any awards anywhere. So yeah, let alone New Zealand, it was great.
Because it is a new thing for you, right? I mean, you've been...
Man.
How long have you been in the music scene for now? What, 2 years?
Well, 2 years, including the time that I spent writing as well before I got my deal. So not that long, a year technically. Since I finished recording my album in January this year.
Wow.
So technically from that point onwards, it's been not very long really.
Was there like a turning point where you were like, that's it, I'm going to follow my dream?
There was a couple of points. I mean, after I got my deal, like getting to be known was through doing shows like Jules Holland, good music shows, and doing a tour with Corinne Bailey Ray I was doing support for her, so things like that. But beforehand, before I got my deal, the turning point was meeting a guitar player who I did some demos with, and that was a day after I got fired from my moshing shop, so it was pretty quick.
Yeah, because you've been through a lot. I mean, we all go through certain things in our lives, but I mean, from what you've been through, it seems that this has been a real big turning point.
Yeah, man, definitely. My life before was pretty tough, man. Like, not as tough as some, but tougher than others, But yeah, to be doing a job that I never thought I'd get to do, and live the dream, be happy. That's the dream, to be happy and do a job that you feel good about and earn a living out of it. And that's what I'm doing. So I couldn't ask for anything more, really.
So tell me how you got signed to Polydor. Like, you were doing gigs?
I've done gigs since I was 14, but I didn't do any gigs or showcases. All I did was, I went in initially about 2 weeks after I'd recorded my demos. We went in to see Sony Music just to kind of get experience going into a label. And then I spent a year after that I went away. I only had 3 songs, so I knew I had to write some songs. And I went away for a year writing songs, and then we got a call from the label saying, we want you to come in. So I just took my guitar in and did it like that, old school, just played them the tunes in the room with my guitar. And that's kind of how I got my deal, really. Like, I didn't do any showcases or gigs or kind of, just straight into the record label with my guitar,
And how does it feel now that you've been through all of that and you're no longer undiscovered? What's the biggest thing that's changed for you in no longer sort of being an unknown artist?
Well, getting I'm getting to travel to, I'm here in New Zealand, I've been to Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Japan, and they're all kind of taking my record on board. And I was quite surprised at the reaction in England, let alone everywhere else. So it's all really overwhelming, to be honest. It's, I'm just kind of going with the flow and trying to do good shows when I do shows, and you just kind of take it at a time, really.
Do you kind of have to wake up in the morning and like pinch yourself sometimes and go...
Well, I've always been a bit of a daydreamer, so I don't know, half of it doesn't seem real, I just get up and get on with it, but at the same time, sometimes I sit back and I'm like, whoa, like, I'm doing this job, man, it's crazy.
Well, I suppose it all happens so fast for you.
That's it. You don't have time to let it sink in until you get like some time off to think about it.
To stop and go, whoa, look at where I am.
Like last night, I presented some awards, like, I never thought I'd do that.
In New Zealand?
Yeah, in New Zealand. So,
Across the other side of the...
pretty rad last night, it was good.
So what's in store now? You've got your album out.
Yep.
You're obviously touring the world, getting your music out there to the people.
Mm-hmm.
What's sort
next?
of do you see?
Well, I've got a tour in England in December. I'm doing little bits like this. I'm going to Australia and Japan to do some more promotion. I've been to all the, France, Germany, Denmark, and all them places. But then next year, I'll be going to America to promote my record over there. videos, yeah, all little bits of everything really.
Well, hey, thank you so much for your time.
That's okay.
Anything you'd like to say to sort of New Zealand, to the viewers of Juice TV?
Juice TV, stay juicy. Thanks for watching me, and keep your eye out, and hopefully next year I'll do some shows and you'll catch me next year with a full band. So yeah, thanks for your support. I know I'm a British guy and I'm pretty new, so I appreciate all of everybody that's kind of keeping their ear out for me and keeping their eyes open, so thank you.